G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate, author of the book, The Boyhood of Cade, book one of the Empire of Elves. Now, before I begin, I'd like to remind you that this channel is sponsored by you, the viewing audience. So please check out the links after the show. The articles that I covered today, I've already put into the links below. So without much further ado, let us look at first. And we don't have much on offer this week from the bundle of holding. The Halls of Ardennes is coming to a close, 3 and a bit days remaining. This is a complete dungeon map. Comes with the physical map, 1,120 pages, and its digital edition for no extra price. So you're getting two massive maps, but of the same. Yeah. Now, added recently has been Good Society. Now, Good Society is a role-playing game based on Jane Austen. Everything you need for storytelling. You have Society's rulebooks and cards, expanded acquaintances, and the Love and Longing deck. Those unfamiliar with Jane Austen, she wrote books and inspired countless works such as Bridgerton, Downton Abbey, Upstairs, Downstairs. Not necessarily in those orders. Downton Abbey is the most recent. Forgive my ignorance, I don't exactly know when Jane Austen wrote, but she was Victorian era. She was, in fact, a romanticist. And that's often misunderstood. Basically, she wrote polite books about polite society and become rather historically renowned for reflecting the period rather than the actual quality and quantity of her works. She had just basically a social commentary and women, of course, flock to her because women are biased. But the customer is always right in matter of taste. If that is what they want, that is what they will consume, and no amount of criticism will dissuade them. Though eventually, I do believe most people eventually fall out of love with Jane Austen simply because it lacks excitement. But you never know. In a role-playing game, you can add that missing excitement, that the social conflict. You and your fellow players create your own Jane Austen novel in the fiction town of Habishire. 3 days ride from London, around 1811 to 1880. That's the location of Pride and Prejudice and the historical references to Pride and Prejudice. You have collaboration and backstories, and you tell the story you want to tell. So you don't have to write a Jane Austen novel. You can write what you please. Now, this was a successful Kickstarter, and regardless of what I say about Jane Austen, anybody looking to make a period piece, as they are called, would do best to have this work. Now, Good Society rulebook and cards, the expanded acquaintances to add more to the game, and of course, Love and Longing decks. You have play sets, and for the low price, it's a reasonable purchase. And besides, you're helping charity, which is, again, the Rainforest Trust. Hey, you're helping a good cause, so why not? And Axes and Anvils is coming to a close in 5 days, 16 hours. The Dwarf fantasy role-playing game, in which, again, reasonably priced, you get the entire set. The Game of Dwarves, the rulebook for clans and characters. Under the Mountain, the Game Master's book, and of course, a lore book. And yes, I've purchased this. So you get, Game of Dwarves, the Game Master's Guide, the Starter Guide, and of course, the lore deck and character claims and records all in one. And for $9.95 US, you get all 6 titles valued at $43 US. Last, we have Relics, which has 10 days left on its campaign, the Angelic role-playing system. Now, again, this is a complete collection. Relics, the Game of Angels, which is the game mechanic book. Of course, you have the Relics, Angels Guide to Los Angeles, the setting book by G. Mills Devon, expanded characters, Relics, expanded treasures and other items, the Relics Tarot deck, 79 cards with angelic and demon artwork, $14.95. That's all for the price of one. On Facebook, DMGMorais Substack, he's putting out a he's putting out a newsletter, which he advertised on Facebook, a faithful bundle. Here's a Dungeons and Dragons enthusiast, game designer, graphics designer, module designer, and a cartographer, slicing on Everlasting Tales. And there you go. PDFs, etc. So there he has a Substack for D&D enthusiasts. Loading the next page. Veil of the Eternal Night, Dark Fantasy for 5th edition, and MythCraft. This like Ravenloft horror style gothic horror game, vampire hunting by Dark Fantasy Legends. Wow. You have stretch goals. It's huge. Okay, huge project. Huge ambition. But look at, they have over 1,000 backers, already reached their massive pledges for 28 days to go. So they reached a lot of goals. It's a free book series, grimdark graphic horror, new subclasses, etc. So this is huge, amazing, a lot of detail, a lot of work, a lot of effort all clearly went into this. And of course, it's the sort of work we all want. We can't always achieve, art on this scale is expensive, and I wish them all the luck because, they're successful. Whether gothic horror is your thing or not, for those, it is highly popular, and for those who are into it, I highly recommend it. But it's not for everybody, and like I said, my criticism would be we've already got Ravenloft, or had Ravenloft, sorry. So for a lot of people, it it's another setting that might just be a little bit too high. But the price, of course, is due to the fact that it is amazing artwork, and amazing artwork costs money. So clearly, there's enough people who believe in it. Well, whether you agree with the price or not, that's between you and you and your wallet, And unfortunately, we live in times where you know it's hard for people at my end of the scale. It's hard for people at that top end of the scale. It is, but he's succeeding, and I wish him all the best. I'm trying not to sound like I'm disappointed, but I have to give valid criticism. And valid criticism is we already got Gothic horror on a grand scale. We already had a massive Gothic horror. Uh, but again, if he's successful, he's successful. And, I'm not dissuading people who like Gothic horror from buying it. I'm just saying go in with your eyes wide open, not to expect, in my opinion, anything new to the Gothic horror setting. I mean, but then again, I don't think Gothic horror fans care. So, you like what you like. And I've gone on too long about it. I'm just trying to be neutral. But there are things that grab my attention, like Moonstone. And of course, again, it's the enthusiasm in my voice because, yes, I'm more of fantasy than Gothic horror. So, yeah, Gothic horror, I don't know what. So, again, you have Moonstone, a multi-award winning skirmish game. Love the artwork, love the whimsical fairy tale world. And it's, again, very simple rules. And it's a simple game for 2 to 4 players. And yeah, they have a where is it? Oh yes, they have a page on Facebook. Yeah, I have to open that. There you go. Merch stuff. Again, amazing artwork, amazing figures. A lot of work went into this. And again, as when you're starting off, or I'm at the lower end of the scale. So, I don't have money behind me. I have to buy artwork. I don't have. So, sorry. Just basically, again, trying to be neutral, but I think Moonstone, if you're into tabletop gaming, Moonstone, it's a great whimsical side distraction. And again, I know I'll probably draw criticism to I've had criticism of my own work, but I'm just doing my best with with the resources I got. And that's why I asked for your support in order to lift. I've as you can tell, quality artwork, just the volume. I need your support. So please. help me out. Simple. Like you like this content, share it, subscribe to the channel. Really helps out with the algorithm. Algorithm demands engagement, so please. And of course, another way to help the channel is buy coffee mugs. Discount link in the description below. And of course, you can become a patron of my writing, RPG material. All the links in the description below. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming. And I shall see you in the next video.